check. Who's ready? Okay, so I saw my friend Sal do this, but apparently not many people have seen it, so let's try it again. We want to go from New Zealand to Argentina, which is right about here. And it's a direct path. Definitely make it in one shot. So let's see what Google Flights has to say. Auckland to Argentina. Just make an update here. Okay, now we're going to select Buenos Aires. Let's go ahead and select the first flight. Here are our options. Okay, so on United we have Auckland going to San Francisco, San Francisco to Houston, Houston finally into Buenos Aires. That's why. That seems like a waste of gas to go from Auckland all the way to San Francisco, over to Texas, and then all the way down to Argentina. Okay, now hear me out. Let's see what the flat Earth model depicts. You just have to see this for yourself. Look at this. So this is New Zealand. Aha, San Francisco, Houston, down to Argentina. You would not be able to make it on one tank of gas. Makes sense now. Okay, let the arguments begin, but there are a few rules.
Y'all know I don't deal with flat earth too much, but this was just so ridiculous that I had to take a peek at this one. So let's use the same parameters to which she used, okay? So here's the map. We're gonna go from Australia, Auckland, from New Zealand to South America, and she chose Chile, and she chose Buenos Aires when she got to Chile. Now let's take a look. We got flights leaving from Auckland. We chose Auckland to Buenos Aires. I just threw in January 21st to the 31st, give you enough time. We got multiple airlines that are going. Now, here's some interesting things that you might want to take a look at. The stops that it's making. Now, unlike just grabbing the first one, let's grab one that makes sense, right? So the one that makes sense would be this one. It leaves, it leaves from Auckland, and it has one stop. Where does it stop? Ooh, SCL. That's the Arturo Moreno Benitez International Airport in Santiago, Chile, which is a straight shot, right? So that's a straight flight, right? And just to make sure that Santiago is in Chile, let's zoom in and zoom in and zoom in and zoom in and zoom in. And there is Santiago, Chile, sitting right there on Google Maps. Look at it. Nice and pretty. And just to make sure, we're in Santiago. And what's the name of the airport? Arturo Moreno Benitez International Airport in Santiago, Chile. So the fact is, you can take a flight from Auckland to Chile. Now, the young lady seems like a nice young lady. Let me explain a little bit about business for you. You see, in the airline business, sometimes you can get a cheaper flight, or sometimes people want to connect in different ways to go different places. For instance, I might be in Auckland, but I have family that's in San Francisco, and I got family in Buenos Aires, or we're going to vacation in Buenos Aires. So we decided to take a flight to San Francisco. We stop there, we spend time with the family. Now we want to go down to Buenos Aires. There may not be a direct flight uh, from San Francisco. So the flight goes to Houston and then it goes down to Buenos Aires. Or it might be cheaper to take that flight. Who knows? It's the business of doing flights. They run connecting flights all around the place, which usually you can get those at a cheaper price point because you're taking all that time to fly all over the place. But they try to corral as many people on one given flight as often as they possibly can. And there are tons. There was like 25 flights that were going from New Zealand to Chile. Now, none of them went directly to Buenos Aires. They usually stop. They either fly to Sydney, Australia, and then to Buenos Aires, or they was flying from Auckland to Santiago, then down to Buenos Aires. But most of the time, they was all going straight across. They were not going up to the United States. But you have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.